Hello, I'm Richard.
I'm Margot.
And welcome to week 4 of the March series, Kicking It Old School Charleston series. This week, we reviewed some of the stuff that we did last week, and then we moved on to some new stuff. The first, a variation on the basic, which was very much like the scoot that we taught last week, wherein you have the beginning of the scoot, which is the same, and then a rock, step, lunge, which is the Johnny drop. So it looks, in time, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from this angle for leads footwork and follows footwork, rock, step, kick, cross, rock, step, lunge.
We talked about making sure that when you do that lunge that your knee does not come past your foot so that you don't injure yourself. And we talked about making sure that the leads differentiate between the scoots that we did in week 3, where their weight stays forward and we move backwards, by moving their weight back and forward. So basically the lead needs to make sure that they've decided before they start the move which version they're going to do.
And that was the Johnny drop?
Yep.
Then after that we moved on to one of the other moves that we did last week, the crosshand lead from hand-to-hand Charleston, and we talked about doing a free spin off of that. So the crosshand, we started out in the crosshand position, where you're doing your crosshand to the front and the back, and we talked about doing this paint the fence sort of thing for the leads, where you psych out the follow and lift the hand out of the way instead of catching it on the way around.
Follows, we talked about the importance of keeping our hands where they are and not moving them so that the leads have something to come back to. The idea being that one person can be doing something goofy, but the other person should be kind of steady.
And we talked about the footwork difference in that. So instead of the pump, hitch, pump, step, it's a kick step as we're doing our turn. So we do the pump, hitch, pump, step, kick, step, kick, step. We practice that on our own for a little while, get the nice crunched posture, weight over the front of your feet. You can kick step in either direction. You can make it travel. We talked about how this was a useful skill to pick up for all of your Charleston. And that was the free spin off of hand-to-hand, off of the front. And then we did another move off of that, which is the mini dip, a variation on the mini dip, which is also taught in 6-count swing and also in some Lindy moves. But it's a right-hand to right-hand lead in this case because we're doing this free or this kick-through hand-to-hand Charleston. And our normal kick-through is pump, hitch, 2, pump, 3, 4, step, pump, 5, hitch, 6, 7, pump, step, 8. Big kick, rock, step, down, clap, step, up. So the footwork for leads is starts out the same as the follower's footwork, and then there's a foot fudge so that we can get into the position where we have a left hand hold instead of a right hand hold. So it's a big kick with the right foot, rock, step, down, split weight hold,
clap,
and then step on the right foot and lift the left foot up.
Right. And I'm moving out of the screen.
For followers?
For followers, it's more or less the same thing, but we don't have that funky foot fudge in the middle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And together, it looks like this. We have a big kick, rock, step, down, clap, step, up. And we talked about the way to lead into that is to differentiate with the leads. Instead of doing a little bit of compression here on the kick through, which indicates that we're going to be continuing to kick, we took this hand and let it in a rotational rock. So the idea of rotating your follower so that she does this big kick and a slightly upward energy so that we did that big kick, rock, step, through. And that was it. That was week 4. Thanks for joining us for Kicking It Old School, and we hope you had a good time.